Making it through whatever he and his family went through before meeting Lee, Herschel's farm, the Macon Pharmacy, the motel, the St. John's Dairy, the train station where his family died, and then when they escaped from the giant horde of walkers in the train, through the city, and finding, then losing a boat, looking for Clementine, getting trapped by walkers in the city, thought to have been killed. Whatever he went through during the transition from season 1 to season 2, the ski lodge, surviving a beating to near death and losing an eye at Carver's camp, losing Sarita, the Arvo situation, the man and Jane's fight, whatever happened during the transition from season 2 to season 3, all to get to this death right here. Well, the death the most loyal Kenny enthusiasts get after denying to get rid of the man twice beforehand.
Clementine, no! There's no point! Go! Don't look back!
So Kenny tragically dies after being eaten by walkers because he'd been flung from a car during a car crash in which he'd not been wearing a seatbelt, leaving him paralyzed. Kenny's death in Telltale's The Walking Dead, the second most developed character in the series, was lazy. No one likes hearing people complain. It's just not. There are better things to talk about. With that said, I'm complaining about one of the laziest deaths. I love every single person that ever touched and worked on The Walking Dead, and they should all be very proud of their beautiful, life-changing work. But Kenny's death was lazier than Luke's. Hell, it was lazier than the death they gave Laura in the show.
Get help.
I didn't even know she died. But no, Kenny deserved better. It was weak. It was lazy. Very lazy. Very sad. I know. Alright, I understand that Kenny unfortunately had nothing to do with the story any longer and had served his purpose, though he could have. But Kenny was done dirty. It's kind of funny. It really is, because up until that final point of Kenny's fate, the game had given the player two chances to try and get rid of the man. The first time with all the Jane stuff, you can shoot him, and the second time with the Wellington stuff, which are the options I chose in my many playthroughs before. So after sticking with Kenny after all that time and those decisions, I mean, they really gave the most loyal Kenny enthusiasts, you know, from the beginning, the moment of being in the drugstore, they had Kenny's back, an ending which is completely reasonable, because it's realistic, just not for a character like Kenny. It was already established that Kenny kind of had some plot armor. He did serve a purpose and he's a huge character, so to just have him die to not having his damn seatbelt on is just Honestly, the best ending by far for Kenny is if you part ways with him at Wellington at the end of season 2. The shot of him walking away with the doors to Wellington closing is the perfect departure for his character. He doesn't want to lose anyone else he loves, so he leaves the only family he has left at a supposedly safe place and walks away alone. He could be dead. He could be alive. He could be a Kenny Walker. Anything could have happened to him, but he was happy knowing that the two people left alive that he loved most were safe. Looking back, I wish I picked that ending again. I gotta feel bad. Kenny wanted Clem and AJ to stay in Wellington so badly, so like he could have peace of mind, and then he just dies to not wearing a seatbelt right in front of them. Like, the season 2 game ending choice literally doesn't matter. The Wellington choice is definitely the perfect ending for Kenny. Yeah, so, I mean, that is my rant in the name of Kenneth. Do not worry, Kenny is alive. If you look closely, he crawls under the dumpster to escape the